Had another rough conversation with the voices in your head. They said that love has shut the door on you, and you'd be better off instead. Girl, don't you listen? Your time is gonna come. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. Yeah. So when you gonna let somebody in? It's a classic situation where you don't know how to feel. So you go it alone, you turn off the phone when the struggle gets too real. Yeah. Girl, you better listen. It's time to make a change. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. So when you gonna let somebody in? Yeah, let 'em in. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. So when you gonna let somebody had another rough conversation with the voices in your head. They said that love has shut the door on you, and you'd be better off instead. Girl, don't you listen?
All right, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Thursday evening to you. Broadcasting from the B-Level Entertainment Studio. I am your host, B-Level, and tonight, I have a special edition of On the Level with B-Level. I'm doing a segment called King's Talk, where I'm going to talk with three talented professional brothers about meaningful conversation from a man's point of view. Now, I ain't gonna waste no time. It's already late. It's a special edition y'all ain't supposed to be with. So I'm gonna bring my guests up front. I'm gonna bring all these players. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How y'all doing, everybody? How y'all doing, fellas?
What's going on?
What's
Yo.
Everybody good tonight?
Yeah, chilling.
Yeah.
Well, listen, man, I want to start off by saying we talked off the camera, but man, I really want to have this conversation for some time, and I prayed over who I would love to have this conversation about, because I think that there is a need for fellas, black men, to come together and have some meaningful conversation that matter. And I want you guys to know, outside of thanking you guys for coming and having this conversation with me tonight, that I really, really played that God show me these men that I need to talk about. And I wanted people the guys that people respected and that I respected. So I want to say to the three of you guys before we start this conversation, thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to the platform. And I want to thank all three of y'all for taking time to have this conversation with me tonight.
Yes, sir. Blessings.
Be here, bro. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right, I'm gonna introduce each and every one of the first guy that I'm gonna introduce is probably the guy that I've known the longest. He is what I call, he don't even know that I made up this name, the Prince of the nightclub industry. You know, JD is the godfather, but I'm gonna say TJ. TJ, y'all call him Unc. I call him TJ, but I want to welcome to the podcast my guy, Mr. Tracy Johnson. What's going on, TJ? What's happening?
What's the business? What's going on with
man, you didn't know I made up that name, the Prince of the nightclub, man. You're doing your thing in the nightclub industry, so I'm calling you the Prince, man. They calling you the Unc, but I'm calling you the Prince of the nightlife.
I appreciate that. I take that.
All right, the next guy is a young cat, man. He's been doing this thing. He's the CEO of HOAB Clothing. You guys may have seen him in some of the nightclubs all over the state. He has moved to Texas and taken his talent to Texas. I call him the YG. Big round of applause to my guy, Dunna Davis. What's happening, Dunna?
Blessings. How you doing, my man?
And you doing your thing down there in Texas, fam?
Man, listen, I'm just getting started. Listen.
All right, and last but not least, hey man, this cat right here, he is a fireman in his real life. I'm gonna tell y'all, don't come playing on social media because he ain't playing no games on social media. He don't play. His mama named him Terrance, but I call him T Will. Big round of applause for my guy T Will.
What's going on, man?
What's going on, T? How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. You all right?
Hey, listen, man, I'm gonna start this conversation and I want to say that for all of you guys, man, I want you guys to feel like this is a safe space to have conversation that matters, man. I sent you guys some questions that that I'll bounce off you guys, but I also want y'all to feel free to ask questions from me. And, anytime that, don't feel like we got to go off this script, man. If there's some stuff you want to talk about, man, this is a safe space. This is a platform. Anything that you feel like somebody could take this and listen and learn from is the purpose for this conversation. Okay, guys, I want to start by saying that. Okay, here we are. All right, so today's episode is one that's close to my heart. Okay, I'm sitting down with three successful Black men that I not only admire, but I deeply respect. Too often, the pressure that Black men face goes unnoticed. The expectations to be strong, to lead, to provide, to protect, all while fighting battles the world rarely sees. In this conversation, we're talking about what really it means to be a good father, to build something on your own, and to maintain healthy relationship in a world that doesn't always make it easy. This is more than just a conversation. It is a space for truth, healing, understanding. Because behind the strength, the success, the silence, there's a story every Black man carry, and today we're going to talk about it. So, fellas, I want to start off really by having some conversation, but I think the most important thing that we're going to talk about, which we're going to talk about entrepreneurship, we're going to talk about being fathers, we're going to talk about our legacy, but I think the most important thing is our babies and our kids, man. Being a father, I take that role very seriously, and I know that the three of y'all, I've watched y'all. I know y'all will be great fathers. And so I want to start the conversation off by just talking about fatherhood. How many kids do you guys all have? Tracy, I'm going to start with you. You the oldest. I'm going to let you kind of set the stage. How many kids you got, TJ?
Man, I got a good spade hand. I got 5.
Okay. Shout them out. What's their names, TJ?
My oldest is Casey Jermaine. My middle daughter, her name is Deanna Nate. Then I got Zachary's son, Thomas Jamar. Then there's Sebastian Richard, and then there's Nyla Rose. So I have 5. I got 2 boys I got 2 girls and 3 boys.
Okay. Terrance, T. Will, how many you got, fam? How many you got?
Hey, I'm with Unc. I got 5, man.
You got 5. Okay.
Yeah, I got 3 girls, 2 boys.
Okay.
Taylor, Kylie, Kennedy, Tyler, and Tristan. Tristan is the baby boy.
Okay. Tristan is the basketball player that we be seeing.
No, that's Tyler, but Tristan coming right behind him.
Okay. He coming right behind him.
Coming right behind him.
And then Dunna. I know, brother. I know Brian is Brian ain't having it, man. She ain't. Dunna, do you want more kids, fam? Do you want more? Do you want more kids, Dunna?
Hard, nephew. Think long and hard, nephew.
You know what? I mean, whatever God has set out for me, that's what I want. I'm gonna put it like that.
Yeah, and I want to ask you guys. You know, I know that fatherhood is really important. Were y'all biological fathers? Go ahead, TJ. Were y'all biological fathers in your life growing up? That's an important question. Dunna, was your biological father around you? Did he help raise you growing up?
Probably till I was like maybe 7 or 8, and him and my mom had a real big fallout, and after that, it's kind of just been pretty much in and out. Some birthdays, some Christmases, but not really, honestly. But I will say, 2010, he contacted me and my brother in 2010, and you know, basically told us he had you know, like a month and a half to live. He requested to live, you know, with us his last month or so. Which he ended up living probably like another 3 months. But he actually died in my bed, actually. So with that time, I was 20 at the time. We got to have those conversations that I never had to have. Learned a lot in that short time period about him and kind of like about myself, actually. So just being in my life, no, but I did kind of feel like we made up the time we needed to make up.
Did you forgive him for not being there? You know, you kind of mentioned that he kind of skipped out on an argument. He was there, you know, periodically, but did you guys have a conversation about, you know, how that made you feel, him not being around? Did y'all rap about some real shit, or what was that last time? How was it spent?
Yeah, I forgave him before even knowing, you know, the cancer situation.
Yeah.
Because for one, you know what I'm saying, it's really no excuse for not being there for your kids. But I am a very understanding person. Life happens, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. People make mistakes. Some mistakes are bigger than others. And you know what I'm saying? I'm just a forgiving person all the way around, though, you know.
Cool.
I don't think it's really good for, you know what I'm saying, for the soul to really kind of hold on to things, hold grudges. I ain't saying forget things, but kind of holding on and not forgiving, you ain't doing nothing but really hurting yourself. So for sure, I forgave him 100%.
Okay. T. Will, was your pops around, man?
Not my biological father. Of course, I had male role models, man, growing up, especially my uncle. But my biological father, no. We kind of reconnected, kind of talked a couple of years ago. So, I mean, as of right now, like I say, I don't hold any ill feelings or anything. I'm with Dunna, man. Like, hey, I'm probably the most forgiving person in the world, man. Right. Life too short, man. With me, it's like, it's really nothing. Even though it's deep, it's not that deep, you know what I'm saying? To where you kind of just end to cut all ties with people, man. So right now, man, like I told him, my biggest thing just, hey, I got kids, you know what I'm saying? So working that relationship with the kids, you know what I'm saying? The relationship I didn't have with you, have it with the kids, you know what I'm saying? And I'm fine with that.
So your dad is still living. Does he have a relationship with your kids? Is that?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, he called, talked to him.
Yeah.
Like come to games, everything. Anything we ask for him, he there.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
Just one of them things, man. Like I said, ain't no ill feeling. I mean, circumstances probably was out of his control, so there's only so much he can do. You know what I'm saying? Not putting the blame on anybody, but you know how they go.
Right.
I know how I go because I got kids, so I know how I went.
Right.
40 years ago. Yeah.
Right. TJ, was you and do you and MJ, do you and Mike got the same daddy, TJ?
Yeah.
Okay. Was
So,
Pops around for y'all?
you know what? B-level. Now my stepfather, he was, but my biological father died when I was 5. And it's kind of like a good time story. You remember when James Evans died over on the pipeline in Alaska?
Right.
That's how my dad died on the pipeline in Alaska when I was 5 years old. You know,
Wow.
so 78, I think, 77, 78.
Right.
So yeah, and my father was in the military. We moved back here, and the only time I've ever actually remember laying my eyes on my father, he was in a casket. Yeah, I was 5 years
When you was 5.
Yeah.
So TJ, you mentioned your stepfather was there. Did you see him as your father? Did he treat you like a kid, and did you kind of look at him as your father because he was in front of you?
Man, most definitely, bro. Yeah, most definitely. His name is Fred T. Called him Pop. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
real like shit, like stepped in, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stepped in.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's go ahead, TJ.
go ahead.
No, I mean, and I was just talking about sometimes we talk about fathers, man, but we don't often talk about stepfathers and the role that stepfathers do for us, man. I've dated some people that have kids and fathers wasn't present, and because I have a love for kids, man, shit, I stepped in, and so we talk about fathers, but sometimes we don't talk about those stepfathers that be stepping in and toting the line for other black men, man. And so as I'm hearing you had a lot of respect for your stepfather, man. You kind of saw him as a father.
Man, most definitely, man. Most definitely, dude. I mean, he was my pops, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was just solid, you know what I'm saying? Like, gave me some of the best shit I ever got in my life, bro. You know what I'm saying? As far as knowledge, shit,
Right. So you guys, one of the questions that I wanted to ask y'all is, what does a good father look like to you individually? Some are striving to make sure we give our kids what they need financially, mentally, spiritually. But what does being a good father look like to you? And TJ, I'm gonna start with you about, what does being a good father mean, and what does it look like to you?
Over the years, bro, like the definition has changed, of course. Being a young dad, you thinking like the material shit. I want them to have every damn thing that I didn't have. You understand what I'm saying? And but as you get older, you start to understand that what matters the most is the time that you are able to spend with your kids. That you can buy them 1,000 pair of sneakers, but they'll remember the one time y'all just hung out and talked. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So giving them that type of, giving them that type of love, you know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with the material aspect of it, but we also got to give our kids the things that we didn't have, and that's that love and that connection. Someone they can talk to, someone they can vent to, someone that's just there for them. You know what I mean? So it's just being able to be there and listen to my kids, man, help them navigate through this shit. You know what I mean? And just that's what's important. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it looks like to me. That's the question.
Right. T. Will, what does being a good father look like to you?
For starters, I had to say just actually being there, and coming from a situation where I didn't have my biological father in my life. a big part of my day to day is just me actually being there for my kids. You know what I'm saying? Picking them up from school, taking them to school, we're going to practices, games, anything. You just call lunch. Can I bring you lunch? I didn't have it as a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's the big part of my day-to-day routine, to making sure I have that. Also, just being a safe space for your kids to come and talk to you, be able to express themselves. You know, back in our day, it was what mama said, dad said, that goes. You know,
Right.
but now it's like I try to give them a space where they can actually speak their mind. But I always say it's not what you say, it's how you say it also. Like, hey, I got young boys, but hey, you a young man, so speak as such. You know what I'm saying? My daughters, y'all are young, y'all are little girls. We're not saying little girls, but y'all young ladies. But speak as women. You know what I'm saying? Future women, man. Speak your mind, but it's just how you say stuff, how you move. That's my biggest thing. It's just as a man having teenage daughters that want to actually come and talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Tell you everything. Some stuff I don't want to hear.
Right.
Of course,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
but for them to be that comfortable, come and talk to you, that lets me know right there. Like, it's not always about what you buy. Like, can they come and talk to you? Can they be around you? Are they comfortable enough to sit there with you and tell you all this stuff? Like, some stuff they should usually go tell their mom or their aunts or some of their friends.
Yeah.
They come and tell them their father first. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That speaks volume within itself.
Yeah, and T Will, aren't you a full-time father? Don't some of your kids?
Yeah, you can pretty much say that. Yeah, every day somebody with me. If I'm not at work, somebody with me. Yeah, every day. It's 3 of them here right now.
Right. Dunna, what does being a good father mean look like to you, bro?
Understanding. And I feel like with that word understanding, I think kind of all those things kind of fall into place because I watched a lot of people not really understand how to communicate with a woman when it comes to their child, which it kind of limited them on, you know what I'm saying, them even having a relationship with their child. Understanding that you kind of got to have a different type of relationship with the mother if you're not with the mother in front of that child.
There you go.
That child needs, you know what I'm saying, a whole different view of what you and your you know what I'm saying, baby mom got going on. So just the understanding father, I feel like that right there kind of falls in the understanding your child, understanding your child's need, understanding your child's mother's needs, just flat out understanding is just an understanding father. I feel like can just it's a complete father.
Yeah, and Dunna, you kind of touched on something where you talked about the relationship with their mother. Because when you have multiple kids by multiple mothers, that can sometimes get cloudy. That sometimes get difficult. You got one child by one mother. Here I have multiple children by multiple mothers. T Will has, multiple children. Tracy has. So my next question to fellas is how do you keep that relationship with the mom straight so that relationship and sometimes that gets clouded and that gets difficult, and I know I'm not the only one that didn't have some beef shit go down with my baby mama. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it 100. The one thing we're gonna do in this conversation, we're gonna keep it real. But fellas, how do we correlate that, man? How is that a struggle? Like, and TJ, I'm gonna go, you been around this thing the longest, so is it difficult for you to do, TJ? Like, give me the sauce to the shit. Like, how we figure this shit out, man? Like, what's
So check it out. So this is how I deal with it, B. When it comes down to my kids and their mothers, we all have great relationships. Because one thing, I've been very fortunate to have children with women who were very smart, were career driven. The other thing is we've always put our child first. That's the priority. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And a dad, I've always been willing to take the back seat when it came down to the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I've always felt as if, listen, regardless of what the situation is, I'm going to ride with because you have to understand, I had to learn that the mother gives so much of the emotional stability to a child. You know what I mean? If I'm arguing with her, tripping with her, it's not only affecting her, that affects my child. So a lot of times I'm just gonna take the back seat, and I don't mind taking the back seat for my kid. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's a lot of times, and is that stressful at times? Yeah, but is my child worth that? Yes.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
be honestly, and I can honestly say, I've never been on child support. I've been allowed to raise my kids. I'm honestly, bro, like, I can't say nothing. And like my oldest, he lived with me. I raised him in
Yeah.
the house with me. So
Yeah.
I've never had I honestly, bro, like I've never had that type of issue because I've always put my kid first. And by putting my kid first, it's always helped me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna be
Yeah.
arguing my son's mom with my daughter's mom. It's gonna always be about, hey, because I'm gonna figure it. Because I've
Yeah.
always believed my kids will get older. Just evolution. My
Yeah.
kids will get old
Mhm.
and they'll see, and not to see, oh, my dad was good, my mom. They just gonna be able to
Yeah.
see, like, hey, they did this for me. And that's all.
Yeah.
That's what I really. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying?
You know, TJ, that it sound good sometimes. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying, like, and I think we all, are trying to do the best that we possibly can. And a lot of us, I didn't, my dad was not in my life, kind of like some of y'all. And so I had a lot of my shit was learning on the job. You understand what I'm saying? After fucking up, making it right, fucking up, making it right. So a lot of this, shit that I went through, I was learning as I was growing up and maturing. And so I want to ask T Will because, Tracy has a great story about his relationship, but it's not always that clear, clean, and cut. And so, T Will, how
Hold
are
on,
you
big.
able to go ahead,
And
TJ.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but B, from my understanding, you were the oldest of your siblings, correct?
Right, 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 right.
You took a role on so early in life. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
See, I got, like, my brother Mike,
right.
but I have two more older brothers. You see
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Right.
So I got some game from them. Like, it's not like
You got
I
some,
was just
yeah.
born with this. I'm just on it. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? I learned from them.
right.
How to
You
deal
had
with
some
it.
examples
I
of
had
people
some
that went up
examples.
before you. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So T Will, how were you able to stay, and is that possible to stay on good terms? And no, I mean, like, for real, T, like shit. I mean, my shit sometimes be fucked up. Like like, I'm just gonna keep it 100. Like,
Yeah.
I'm thinking Wendy's, they thinking McDonald's. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
and
And
sometimes it's like that. You know what I'm saying?
you,
My biggest thing, man, to help, I got to piggyback off of both of y'all, Uncle and yourself. Like you say, a lot of stuff you just take it on the chin. Like, is it worth your kid or having a bad relationship or not being able to see your kid? A lot of stuff not. So you just take it on the chin.
Mhm.
As you said, like, I just learned a lot of stuff on the fly because I didn't have that at home. I didn't have, like, oh, how you deal with this situation? Or y'all having an argument, y'all having a disagreement, or how do you talk to your woman? And I didn't have that at home like
Right,
that.
right.
So my biggest thing right now, man, the older I get, is just respect and boundaries, man. Like,
Right.
I try to give them all the respect and all the space they need. Do your thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just ask for the same thing in return. Like, hey, I don't bother y'all, don't bother me. Just let me take care of my kids. My biggest thing has always been like, man, hey, I had these kids, man, especially by different women, you know what I'm saying? So let me take the burden off of that. So let me try to make sure I'm there at everything while they always with me. Anything they need, 9 times out of 10, they gonna get it. If I
Right.
got it, they gonna get it. If I
Right.
don't have it, then 8 times out of 10 after that, they still gonna get it because I'm gonna figure it out. Just to take the burden off of them. Is it always peaches and cream? No, it's not.
Yeah.
I'm pretty cool for the most part, but
Yeah.
again, they're women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, you take one time to say no to something, and everything gets to go out the window.
Right.
So,
Right.
all
right.
the good stuff you do, they with me. Oh, you don't do enough, and this and that.
Right.
So yeah.
Right.
Dunna, hey, stop, brother. That's all I can tell you. Stop right here. All the advice I got for you. Stop, brother.
Well, you so ahead of the game.
Yeah, you're ahead of the game, brother. You don't know how good you're doing right now. Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jonah, it seems to be a little bit more easier for you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got but one. Now I'm gonna say this. Brian is probably like having 4 or 5.
Oh yeah.
Bro.
Oh yeah.
But on the outside, and I'll say this, Dunna, I think you do an awesome job with your relationship with Brandy. But that's me on the outside looking in. Is it the way it appears to be with you and Brandy as it relates to Brandy?
Yeah, for the most part. She needed me to grow up. She needed more stability out of me. And it's not more so of just financial, it's more so of a mindset. It was really hard for me to kind of create time for her outside of Brindley, because when Brindley came, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't give a damn what was going on. Like, Brindley was a priority. No matter if it was work or whatever, like Brindley was a priority. But I think that kind of Brandy kind of took offense to that, because I kind of put work ahead of Brandy a lot. And at one point in time, she resented me for that. You know what I'm saying? And I understand why she did it. But it took me stepping back, kind of growing up a bit, maturing a lot more, kind of understanding that I owe her more than money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's way deeper than money. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like with Unc said with the kids, like, it's more so of time. It's more so of like that effort on a whole nother level, like that connection, that courting, like that. I was missing all that. So now is this probably where we are now? This probably the best we've been since probably like the last 3 years. Like me and her, like me and her. Like, when it comes to Brindley, it's always been 100%. You know what I'm saying? Since leaving the hospital at birth, like, that's always been great. You know what I'm saying? But us, this is probably the best we've been in a long time. Like, a long time.
Good. I got 2 more daddy questions, and then we'll move on. And the first question is just for Tracy and T. Will, since you guys have multiple kids. How do you guys balance spending enough time with all of them, and how do you guys keep one from feeling like, oh, dad spends more time with this, that's dad's favorite, or dad love this one more than they love me? How do you juggle? T, I'm gonna start with you, T. Will. How do you juggle your 5 babies, making sure you spend adequate enough time so one don't feel left out and feel like you favoring one?
Oh man, for the most part, I try to keep all of them together all the time. So that way I'm with everybody at the same amount of time for the most part.
Yeah.
I know it kind of like I'm with my boys a lot, because my girls are older, especially my older 2, so they be out doing their own thing. I do have an issue. My middle child, she's the one that's the emotional, me feeling like, oh, daddy, this and that. But I think it's just the middle child syndrome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it. She get everything she wants to, but it's just one of them things. The big sister don't want to hang with her, and she don't want to hang with the boys. So what does that leave her? That type of situation. But for the most part, man, like I say, I try to be there for everybody. Every day we have some activity: football, basketball, Ken volleyball games, cheer stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's always something. So, but for the most part, I just try to keep everybody together at the same time. Well, the ones that want to be over here, they got something to do that day, then hey, they go on. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, everybody together all the time.
Right. TJ, how you balancing, man? You got 5 babies, man. How, I guess your kids are older, but as they grew up, how did you balance it?
So, man, listen, with my oldest being here in the house with me the most, he became more of big brother overseer, because I worked a lot. You know what I'm saying? And so with that, like, I always had, like, my kids were always together. Like, during the summer, they were always together. What one got, the other got.
There you
But
go.
now, but they all had different responsibilities. You know, we laugh about that now because Casey knew, hey, I got to take care of Sebastian. I mean, Zach. Zach got to take care of Sebastian. Casey got to oversee all. And they all just kind of fell in the line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, my baby girl, she 10. So she just got older brother. She got older siblings. So she run all of them. You
Run
know what I'm
everything.
saying? So yeah, she run the gauntlet. But no, be like real talk, man. I don't think if people really didn't know, I don't think they would even know that my kids had different biological mothers because they're always together. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
That's
Like
dope. That's dope. That's
they're
dope.
always together. Yeah,
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, I definitely didn't know.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope that they have a relationship and respect each other enough to want to be with each other. You understand what I'm
yeah,
saying? That's pretty dope. And I'm pretty
yeah,
sure
man.
that had a lot to do with you at a young age, raising them together, having them together, even though they had different households. You, as the father, grouping them together as well.
And see, B, that's that sacrifice I talked about earlier. Being able to have
So,
a relationship without tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because whatever they call for are needed, like T. Will said, and you know, like Dunna, man, when it comes down to those kids, hey, if they call and they need XYZ, like T. Will
Right.
said, if I got it here,
here you
you know
go.
what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
Right.
it. We're not gonna argue,
Yeah.
even if that means I go without. We're not
Yeah.
gonna have an argument because I'm coming to get. I'm coming to get them. They're gonna be. So whenever
Right.
I go to pick up my child, there's never an issue where you didn't do this, you didn't do this, you didn't do this. So I'm gonna cover all bases. That way, when I get here, when they get with me, they know it's good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's
Right.
why I say like, but it's a on your end because a lot of times you feel like you go as a father, you're gonna feel like you're being taken advantage of. B level, I see you. T Will, I see you. Got a son that plays sports.
Right.
I could be outside. Look, and it's just a killer part. My son, my oldest, taking to practice, football practice every day. Forget this. Football practice. I'm outside throwing football with him. All this. He went the MVP of the Super Bowl when he 11. He scored 3 touchdowns. Every touchdown, you know what he say? Where my mama at?
From my mom, man. Hey, that's how it be, man. That's how it
Hey,
be.
bro, listen, bro. That's but being
Just a
a
part
being
of it.
that's part of it, bro.
Right.
And
Right.
honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, last daddy question, y'all. And the three of y'all want all of y'all to answer. When you guys think about legacy, what do you want your kids or the next generation to say about you? And I'm gonna start with the youngest. Dunna, what do you, your legacy? What do you want Brand and your people to say about Dunna Davis?
Happiness, man. I think we often get caught up in legacy with being something that you just have to like materialistic wise, you know what I'm saying? Like how he left so much behind, he left this, he left that behind. When you talk Dunna Davis legacy, he was a God-fearing, blessed man. I want to leave that with my child because I want to instill that with her with that man she may run into in life. That's what I would want her to be with. You know what I'm saying? I know when y'all always see me and y'all doing what's happening, man. I'm blessed, man. You know,
Yeah.
I'm blessed.
Yeah.
I walk and I talk that. Legacy, because I'm just not big on a lot of materialistic things. Um, Legacy, it's happiness, man. It's kind of what makes you happy. I think that's kind of like my take on the legacy too.
All right, TJ, what do you think about legacy? What do you want your kids in the next generation to say about you?
Man, honestly, like with my kids, I want them to be able to go back and pull from the conversations that we've had. Maybe the conversations we've had about life that they can reflect on. And just that their father loved them. You know, he cared for them. He provided, like you said, this safe space for them in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always tell my sons that the one thing I really wanted to give them was the opportunity to think. And that sounds crazy and far-fetched, but when you think about it, you think about us growing up. Life just kind of happened to us. We had to, we really weren't thinking. We were reactionary in life.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want them to be able to have a plan, execute that plan, achieve goals. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted, I've always just wanted my kids to have that space to think. You know what I'm saying? And just that's it. You know, that their dad loved them, looked out for them, and gave them some good shit growing up. Not just material, but taught them the shit that I didn't know growing up. You know what I mean? That's it.
Right. T. Will, last but not least, what does legacy mean? What do you want your kids and the younger generation to say about you?
Like I always tell my kids, I just be able to say, hey, my dad was there. I'm Mr. Make It Happen. That's my thing. That's my biggest thing. And I'm supposed to be the life hack for my kids, not even just my kids, but other kids in the community.
Right.
It's kind of it's a running joke right now because usually anywhere we go, it's like it'd be a group of kids anywhere we go that know me. My kids kind of get a little jealous about it, you know what I'm saying? But it just comes from me doing stuff in the community and just looking out for kids as I'm out, you know what I'm saying? I work at shoe stores, like see kids come in, I'm giving discounts, I'm giving change, or here, a couple dollars, here go this and that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like it's a running joke right now, but it's just me, man. I just look out for everybody, you know what I'm saying? So they gonna say, hey, that's Mr. Make It Happen, man. That's T. Will, man. That's a cool dude. That's him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
One of them situations.
Right.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it.
All right,
hey, I was there.
For those of you guys who tune on, I'm talking with three of my really good friends, man. Three black men that are doing their thing, calling this conversation King's Talk. For those of you guys that are just tuning on, please share. I'm not really answering a lot of the comments because really it's just about conversation. So I see you guys are putting comments in the comment and chat line. I am going to go back after I get off and answer all of the comments. But tonight it's just conversation with these three guys. The next question, I want to kind of move into entrepreneurship, and I just got two questions for just two different people. Tracy, you have multiple businesses across this world. And so what inspired you to be an entrepreneur? What made you, Tracy, say that I want to work for myself? What inspired you to do that, TJ?
Man, believe it or not, my mom was a beautician. And my mom did hair for over 30-something years. You know what I mean? And my mom always had that bag. Like she kept that bag. It's never time. She just, didn't have it. But what really prompted me and I guess propelled me was the fact that, man, listen, I worked all at the job corps, the gas company, man, I've done much. You know what I'm saying? Pour concrete, and I did this for people, for so many different people. I was like, man, why can't I do this for myself?
Right.
So really just kind of prompted me being like, listen, man, if you don't go out here and give somebody this amount of time, you can give that time to yourself.
Yeah.
And that's just where it kicked off. I'm not finna give somebody 80 hours a week. I used to tell you, I used to give my check. It'd be $537.
Right.
Dunna, T. Will, can y'all imagine working 2 weeks? You get a check for $537.
Yeah.
Like for real. Like when I started work, man, minimum wage was $3.15. You feel me?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, man, like no sir, like it gotta be a better way.
Right.
Let-
Dunna, you have your own entertainment company, you have your own clothing line. Question for you is, do you feel pressure from your own community to always hook people up or give them discounts?
No. Often because I'm such a cool dude, I think, and I support so many other people. People never really care to get a discount from me. Like I never get that pressure from people. Like I never. That's something I never really had to deal with because
You keep the
most.
main thing.
Yeah, because often though, just because some certain people don't ask for a discount, I will give a discount just because you didn't ask.
Right.
You know. So but I never got the pressure from it.
I want to stay right there with you, Dunna. How can we as a community better support Black-owned businesses without always asking for a handout? Like, how can we support other Black businesses like your own? What do we
The
need to do?
biggest thing now is social media, man.
Yeah.
Social media now plays such a big effect in, man, the smallest Black business to the biggest Black business, like any business in general. Like it's just social media, like a share, a comment.
Right.
That takes the business a long way.
Right.
But not only just social media, I feel like
trying to spend your money with Black businesses too. Sometimes
yeah,
that.
I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
because a lot of Black businesses, they hard on the side.
Right.
So I was trying not to say that,
Right.
but
And
spending a dollar
let
for
me ask you this, Dunna, not to interrupt you, but do some businesses make it hard for you to support them?
they do, man. They make it very hard, because sometimes it don't be that deep. And I'm gonna just leave that at that. It don't be that deep sometimes. But even if you're not spending the money, but you're on social media every day, man, a simple share, like a share, comment, and as a promoter and me getting paid to even do marketing for certain businesses, I don't mind even sharing, liking, a comment on somebody's stuff that got this or that going on, and I'm getting paid for it.
Right.
So if I can do it for free, of course the next person can. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's something that anybody can help out because we all on social media.
TJ, you own many of them. How can the community support Black businesses?
I mean, I feel like this, man. And Dunna can kind of attest to it because he's been around me. T. Will's kind of been around me. I think it comes down, like when someone goes on social media and bash your business, you can't go back and forth with that. You just got to take it. You know what I'm saying? Because what happens is, from a distance, you have people who watch your social media who have no idea who you are. You start to engage in that foolishness because someone is unhappy with the service. Now, what I'll try to do is I'm gonna try to make the situation right. You know what I'm saying? But I think what happens is that someone is negative about your business, and then we want to start going back and forth about our business, and that's not good. So you got to take the good with the bad. One saying, "Oh man, you got the hottest club." I said, "You got the wackest club." It doesn't matter. What you have to do, you have to stay in the middle. You know what I'm saying? And as far as discounts and things like that, like that's just who we are. It's just people. You know what I'm saying? So what I try to do is I try to provide a good service. I try to make sure that my drinks are, reasonably priced. You know what I'm saying? But another thing is, you're known, like Dunna and all these, Dunna were really young when we first got out here in this, but we don't be at our front door collecting money.
Right.
And the reason that we're not is because we know the entire city just about by name.
Right, right,
You know what I'm saying?
right,
So it's hard for us to tell somebody no because
right.
we got so much love for people. So we put people in position to actually run, and that's when your business is really getting and it's flourishing, where you can put
Mm-hmm.
people in position
Yeah,
that's their job to collect
yeah,
money.
yeah.
That's their job to serve drinks. B, never seen B level behind the bar, and I've never
Yeah.
seen B level collect the money.
Right,
And Dunna, you probably can attest to it. I'm not behind the bar and I'm not collecting money. You know
right,
what I'm saying? So you put people
Facts.
in those positions, and that way, that person at the door has a job. The person who's serving drinks has a job.
yeah,
B level, he was there in the business and doing in that space. We are allowed to just, hey, greet our customers.
yeah.
Hey, thank you for coming out. Kind of cuts down on the B, give me some. Now they gonna find
Right,
us in the
right,
crowd. B, give me a
right,
drink.
right,
Dunna,
right,
give me
right,
some.
right,
T.
right.
So my thing is, after 8 o'clock on Saturday, I no longer answer my phone
Because you
because
know what it's about.
I'm not calling. Yeah, I'm not calling. Dunna, you didn't tell Deborah. I'm not calling Deborah and tell her at that door.
Right, right.
Oh no,
Period.
I
Oh
can't
no, but
deal with
that's
it for sure.
but no, that's just how that's my
Yeah,
that's my take.
yeah. So I left the kid space, and I want to go back and I want to ask T Will this question. There was some time ago when your baby, your baby girl, got really really sick.
Mhm.
How did that affect you? You know, she was going through the sickness. You were there every day. What mental? How did that wear on your mental?
Man, I don't even expect like I don't expect you to say that. But yeah, man, it's hard, man, especially being the father, man. Just seeing
Yeah,
your baby, the protector, the guy that's supposed to make sure everything is all right, and you sitting there, you can't really do anything. You know, there's nothing you really can do to
yeah,
help the situation, but just sit back and just pray that these doctors and
right,
everybody know what they're doing.
right.
It kind of took a toll on everybody, man. Even the siblings, you know what I'm saying? And having the siblings have to see her like that, you know what I'm
Right,
saying? And
right.
still dealing with stuff to this day, you know, like it's kind of one of those things, kind of tiptoe around, you know, because we
Right.
want to keep talking about it and bringing it up. Yeah, man, it was definitely tough. But I sat there and watched the whole procedure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It got that bad to where I didn't want nobody to do anything until the right people came into the room, and it was that bad. You
Man,
know what I'm
listen, man.
saying? And that's tough. That's
Yeah,
probably one of the
bro.
toughest things I've had to actually sit there and watch and deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, as a father, and it's nothing you can do about it, but just sit back and just watch. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
That's tough.
my respect for you. I really didn't know you back then, man, but my respect for you went to a astronomical level, man, because I really don't know how I could have wore your shoes,
Oh
man. And
man,
you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you don't know how hard I prayed for you and didn't even know you, bro.
yeah, man. That
Like
was tough.
yeah, man. That man, that just, you know, and I thought about that as we were talking about the kids and we're having this conversation and some of the roles we were as dad to be able to protect her, and then you know this stuff is happening to our baby. How is baby girl doing now? How is
Oh,
she
she
now?
doing all right, man. She back wearing me out. Like ain't nothing wrong with her. Yeah, she back giving me a hard time, man. Yeah,
TJ,
she
as
back
we
to
talking
normal.
about emotions, I know you lost Joe's mom, your sister. And I remember seeing you in the club trying to host a live show. You got emotional about that. Like, how were you, man? How were you mentally, bro? Like, because as brothers, we don't really check on each other. Like, how were you, bro?
Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you something. Well, like a lot of people, you even bringing her name up got my eyes watering.
Man.
Uh, like people don't realize it's like, man, me and my sister, I used to call her sister mama. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
She really, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know, my relationship with Joe is basically like brothers, you know, more so than uncle and nephew. Cause my sister raised me, you know what I'm saying? My mom worked all the time. Bro, that took a lot out of me. Like, bro, for about a year, 2 years, I had some really dark times, man, going through that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the one thing that just kind of, you know, I guess kind of helped me through is knowing that like people don't know how we grew up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they don't know what we've been through. They don't know our story. You know what I'm saying? And for my sister to live the life that she lived, and my wife told me, she said, "Baby, it's about quality of life." You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be
Mhm.
selfish of you to want her to stay here, and she's not herself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, bro, like, yeah, that was like, I got a tattooed on my back. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Because
Yeah.
the tattoo is so significant because she always had my back. You know, her and my mom. But yeah, bro. But
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
appreciate you for asking. But yeah, that was
No,
my
man, neither one of those two questions was on the outline. T Will was like,
Yeah, I
I
wasn't
ain't know you.
expecting that, man.
Yeah. But no, as we're talking about that, man, oftentimes did either one of y'all had to seek mental help? Did y'all go see counselors for Tracy? You lost, so it was grief for you. But T Will, as you was going through it, did you handle that all by yourself? Did you have somebody, T Will, that was, and I'm talking to both of y'all that kept y'all sane? Like
I
Tracy,
went,
come on, you already talking about it.
yeah, I went to counseling, bro. It wasn't no other way for me. Like I was in a real, bro. I was, yeah, I had to go to counseling, real talk,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it helped me. But yeah, bro, it
And
wasn't no other way.
yeah, and,
I don't
and,
know if
and
I'd
as
be.
go ahead, Tracy.
I don't
You
know if
said
I'd
you don't
be
know
here
where.
today. I don't know if I would
Yeah,
be here if I did. Real talk.
yeah. And a lot of our brothers don't feel like counseling. They don't believe in counseling,
I
but
don't believe in it.
yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm glad that you went and get help. T. Will, who did you have, man? To be your rock and when you were going through that. I know you got a great friend support, a great friend group, but who did you have that was in your corner, man, that kind of kept you going and motivated, bro?
Man, I had to give it to my it was my engineer at work, man. Mike's name Anthony. Had a lot of long conversations. For some reason, like our upbringings, our lives, the current lives, and everything that I've pretty much been through, he's already gone through it. So me and him had a couple deep conversations. To this day, we still call. He still calls and check on me and everything, man. I would say the biggest thing when my grandmother died. So I think everybody know, like my grandmother was my rock,
Yeah,
my best friend.
yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? So of
Yeah.
course, I did the whole counseling thing, you know what I'm saying? And we can just have an open conversation. I honestly don't think it really helped me, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know why I feel this way, but even going to my session, I just feel like I'm just telling. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I did seek that counseling, man. I did try to get that help, but I'm still dealing with that to this day. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That was my
yeah,
grandmother. My grandma
yeah,
raised me as her own. You know, I
yeah,
talked to that woman for 30 something years, almost every day of my life. And the one day that I ain't get a chance to check on you, you know what I'm saying? That was the day that she passed away, and that still kind of bothers me. It still kind
yeah,
of messes me to this day because
yeah,
if I can tell this story, it's like I was sick. Um, the day that the week leading up to her passing or whatever, and usually I go over there, we'll go to lunch or something, you know what I'm saying? Every day we talk, I take a lunch or she'll call me, just asking just general questions, you know what I'm saying? But
hmm,
that day I ended up going to work because my son had a fire truck at his daycare. They had already been asked and I made that promise. So that day I just went on sick and all, I just went to work. Um, so we get back to the station, took a nap, and for some reason, something just woke me up. And as I woke up, I get a phone call. Like as soon as I jumped up, and it was my sister, and she called and she told me, "Look, situation," just screaming on the phone. So I kind of hung up and I checked my text message, and I seen my aunt calling, and that's when I found out the news and everything left work. But it was that it's like if I wouldn't have been at work, I probably would have been over there
yeah,
and I probably would have found her. And I know God knew I couldn't handle that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So yeah, I'm still dealing with it.
yeah.
Even I tell people all the time, just fall, even to stay fair here. That was our time. Like I still remember our first day going to the fair. You know what I'm saying? The change of weather, just the simple conversations, man. It's a lot,
Well,
a
let,
lot.
let, let me say this, man. You guys know that as it relates to grief, my niece, not too long ago, about 2 or 3 months ago in June, took her own life. She was struggling with mental illness, and we searched and searched and searched and searched him for her. So grief is hard for some, and I will say this, Dune. I know we all have lost people. We didn't really talk about people that your loved ones that you lost. We all have to deal with that, losing people that we care about. And I'll say this, man. I am praying for y'all, man. Just that God give you the peace to be able to deal with your new normal, and the way death leaves us, man. I lost my best cousin and Tracy, no Bolip. Like, man, it's like, bro, I was literally with this guy and Tracy know every day of an adult life. And man, it just, so we don't know why God take people from us, why, and it's that their time is over. So I'm praying for you, Tracy. I'm praying for you, T Will. Doing, I know you've lost people too. So I'm praying that God give us the peace to deal with our new normal, man. And
Yeah, man.
T, I know you saying that you really didn't get a lot of the therapy, but Tracy, I don't know if you have any advice for T Will, man. I don't know.
T, I'm gonna tell you something, nephew. Bro, you gotta go get you some. Let's go talk. You know what I'm saying, bro? Cause real shit, bro. It's I'm feeling your pain right now, and go get you some. Go talk to somebody. Cause, bro, if you don't, it it'll drive to you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you gotta go. It helped me. You know what I'm saying? It helped me understand. It helped. Yeah.
Yeah, so as I said, bro, I'm really going to be praying for y'all on that, and I want y'all to keep me in your prayers as it relates to my grief and how we deal with that, man. I want to move on to something a little bit more lighter. Donna, I want to start with you. What is the hardest part about being a black man in America today, man? What do you feel like is the biggest struggle that we go through in being a black man in America today?
Knowing yourself.
Yeah.
Uh, Knowing yourself, walking in your purpose. Um, Walking in your purpose for sure. I mean, and I see it so much now. Um, Man, even the peers, some older, some younger. Man, guys just don't know themselves. Man, it's hard for people to be themselves. It's hard for people to. Man, it's just. I'm gonna leave it at being themselves, man. It's
Yeah.
hard for people to know themselves. Like they just can't. I don't know why it's so hard for people to be themselves. I don't know why it's so hard for men to just not saying, and I'm not even speaking on, what I'm saying, nothing, maybe like a sexual thing, but like guys really don't know themselves.
Yeah.
Like we walk around so blind, and it can because most of us are fatherless.
Yeah.
Um, we grow up in a household where it's ladies. We go out in these streets, and it's just that's what we know. So we kind of fall under the wrong leadership, and we don't know who we really are.
Yeah.
So we kind of grow into habit of doing X, Y, and Z. Where it come from different type of crimes just because it's the people you're around. And you often realize after you've done so much BS, man, that wasn't even me. Like you don't even like you realize like looking back, man, that was dumb. Like that ain't even me. Like
Yeah.
I don't even know why I did X, Y, and Z. So it's
Yeah.
like, man, I don't think men really know themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I kind of pride myself on just being that stand up guy. you know what I'm saying, keeping God in my life, you know what I'm saying, aligning myself with God, walking in my purpose, making sure I'm publicly praying, not just, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes praying, because I want men to understand, like, it's okay to start that walk. Not telling you, not trying to tell you who you have to praise, or et cetera, but like, whoever that may be, don't be ashamed to praise whoever that may be. Do
Yeah,
it daily, do it
yeah,
boldly, be
yeah,
you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because you get a lot more respect out here when you're you.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
As we give T Will a little time to get itself together, Tracy, do you ever feel like society expects you to fail? And how do you fight against that narrative? Like, do you feel like it's set up for you to fail, TJ? How do you fight against that narrative?
B is funny that, I don't I used to write a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I had wrote something a couple of nights ago, and it was about how people, it's like when someone brings a concert here,
Mm-hmm.
like everybody's waiting to hear, did it flop?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the whole, like, it didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So with with that, be, man, listen, I look at life like this, and I look at business like this. I'm gonna give you the best I can, right?
Yeah,
If you like it, great. If you don't, I understand. But yeah, it is heartening that I've seen people put in money to bring certain shows to this city, and
right,
they don't know how to show up. In the whole
right,
narrative, it failed. I lost
right,
$100,000 bringing Rick Ross here to this city.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right,
But I mean, I think that's just part of it. You have to fight. You have to fight through that. You know what I'm
right,
saying? And
right,
you just, that has to become, like, you get that in the back of your mind. You know what I'm saying? And if you
Mm-hmm.
just keep pushing, you know what I'm saying? And then, Don, I wanted Brian, if you don't mind me piggybacking
no,
off of something
no,
Donna
go
said.
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Donna was saying, like, most men don't know themselves. And it's most of us don't know our value, what we really bring. And what we bring
Facts.
is good enough a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
But because, like you said, Donna, when no one is telling you that you bring value, you don't understand that you bring value. You don't know what your value is. You could
Mm-hmm.
be, I know guys who work every day, got good jobs, no kids, and they just feel like, man, a woman is attracted to me. Bro, you good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
don't. It's like, but it just, and that comes from us not valuing ourselves, because everywhere you look, we're devalued.
Yeah,
If you look this,
yeah.
back in the day, you used to have, Bill Cosby or Martin Lawrence show. We had all
The
kinds of
the
positive.
Jeffersons. Yeah,
Yeah, it was all positive. And when I say this, like, this is not like a knock on LGBTQ or whatever, but that's the only way they're showcasing us now
right.
in a role like that. Where
Yeah,
where's the role of the strong black man? I don't mind you showing the transgender man. I don't mind you showing a gay man, but show a strong black man too.
right, right,
That's not that's not on power shooting and killing. That's not
right,
on the shy shooting and killing.
right,
Like everything that's depicted of us, that we're projected as strong, we're a criminal.
right.
Yep.
We're not a doctor. We're not a lawyer. We're not a. There's nothing positive about who we are
Mm-hmm.
in the media. You know, so that's just my feel, and I just try to keep. The one thing I try to project out is I try to be positive, and I'm not perfect, and I don't make all the right decisions all the time. I make terrible decisions sometimes. But
Yeah.
one thing I try to do is be positive to the brothers, especially to the brothers and the sisters that's around me. You know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. T Will, what is your motivation to stay successful, man? Like, I mean, you are a successful father. You have a great career. You have a great friend group. What drives you to stay doing your thing, to stay on your square, bro?
You said it. I'm a great father. The kids, man.
Yeah.
Just being somebody that can say, "Hey, I want to be like this guy." You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
my boys. You know what I'm saying? All their fears. Hey, man, my dad was a firefighter. Let me walk. Let me follow in his shoes. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So
Right.
it's
Right.
just that's really it for me. You know, then
Right.
just turn that whole narrative around of so I'm from the projects. You know, that type of situation. I can't go backwards. You know, I came
Right.
a long way.
Right.
So there's no going backwards. You know.
Right. Fellas, as we move into the part of this conversation about our faith, man, we talk faith is very important. My question to you guys is that when life hit hard, when prayers go unanswered, how does that affect your faith? Like, we sit here and we're talking about our loved ones, God taking our loved ones, and so that also affects how when your prayers seem like they're going unanswered. TJ, how does that affect your faith, bro?
CB, I think because you know mid-50s,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So growing up in the church, I was a trustee. I
Right.
was I was on the usher board when I was a kid. I was in the choir when I was a kid. I had Bible, vacation Bible school, and I did all of that. And
Right.
growing up, you know, like to me, I learned at an early age, God don't make mistakes.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
what you praying for, it might not be what you need. It's a
Yeah.
lot of times
Yeah.
not what you need.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
You just gotta listen, man. You gotta open yourself up, and I think be, I know you lost your mom. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I
Yeah.
know, just from the stories or whatever, your mom was a strong black woman
Yeah. Yeah.
raising you,
Yeah.
keeping you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Keeping us in these church houses Mondays,
Right.
Wednesdays, and Fridays. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So we
Right.
had a different understanding. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Yeah.
I just don't think, man, I don't think I've always be honestly, I've always tried a positive outlook on life,
Right.
regardless of how dark it seemed.
Yeah.
Because I remember, like, you remember how poor you was until you get some.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. 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 Right.
You remember, like, I don't. It's like I drive by Granite Mountain, and I remember being in them projects. They're not there anymore.
Yeah.
But I remember riding my bicycle in them projects. I remember, you know, walking to different places. I remember seeing my friends without shoes. I remember,
Right.
yeah, I remember how, man, we was poor. And
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
remember that now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there's no way back on my life and just and ever just
Yeah.
question God. And I would say this is real, just kind of take away from it. I remember the one thing I remember is, and it might not mean nothing, but my sister and we live building H, apartment 33, and the it was cedar brick. And I remember me and my sister being in that room. I remember being in her bed and her talking to me, and I remember that they did this. When you at the family hour, they do these little slide shows now.
Yeah.
It was was a picture of me and her up there. I was really young, and I remember when I went to see my sister after she passed. She was in her bed. We went from Granite Mountain to, not that money didn't save her, nothing like that.
Yeah.
But wow, what a beautiful life that she was able to have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before
Yeah.
she passed away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can't say like because I know so many people who died in them same cedar brick apartments that I grew up in.
Right. Right.
For my sister
Right.
to have a beautiful home,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, to take her
Yeah.
last breath in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So bro, I just, it's not so much material, but it's just the fact that the blessings that God has bestowed on my entire family. You know what I'm saying? I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Well, I got two more questions. For those of you guys that are just tuning in, talking to three guys that I respect, calling this episode King's Talk, as we've dived through situations that Black men go through, like legacy, being a father, entrepreneurship. And, I see you guys commenting on there. This conversation, I'm ignoring your comments because it's really about meaningful conversation among three Black men. And I promise that I will reply to your comments. Keep them there. I'm not really going to read them. And so we just having conversation. So Dunna, my question for you is, what moment in your life, and I've only got two more questions. What moment in your life tested your faith the most? And how did you pull through it, Dunna? When your faith was tested the most, when you went through the most troubling time, and how did Dunna Davis get out of it?
Man, when I got that text message that Brady texted me talking about she moving out.
She gone.
Yeah, she gone.
Yeah.
Man, bro, that was like, man, nigga, I can't even put it into words for real, And it's not the fact that my faith was being tested. I wouldn't even just say it was just tested, but that's probably one of the toughest things I've probably ever been through, for real.
Right,
For real.
right.
Especially with it being Brandy and Brindley, like them, both of them.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Just flat out this,
Yeah.
Every day I wake up to you to just, I got to call and see if you're at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just was.
Yeah.
But man, I'm talking about, I'm in the crib like Will Smith. You know what I'm saying?
With
The
no
last
furniture.
episode, bro. Like,
yeah.
I'm in there looking at 4 walls. You know what I'm saying? Like, real deal. Like, now she left me a little furniture. You know what I'm saying? She left me a little furniture. But the echo definitely was there.
Yeah.
Bro, so, I'm talking about, man, I'm in there just, I'm talking about, I looked at them walls, bro. It's been probably about 2-3 hours. Like, no, nothing. Couldn't pick up the phone.
Yeah.
And man, I'm talking about, I'm just crying my heart out, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just like, damn, I fucked up. Like, I just fucked up. Like, damn,
right.
Like, damn, nigga, first thoughts was, damn, man, another nigga finna just be over there. It's over. Hey, I'm talking about damn near right through this. And so I helped move some stuff, right? So the whole time I didn't want to help move for real. Like, I didn't want to help you move shit over here.
Right.
But I for sure needed to know like exactly where you stay, because I was driving through all type of shit.
Yeah.
Driving through the crib, trying to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, trying to learn all the cars in the apartment complex. I know, like, a new car, like, I'm talking about, I was on all that type of timing. But I'm saying, like, bro, that was some hard shit. And then, like, giving, bro, I can have, like, any shorty in the club. All I need to do is go outside, and it's good. All I need to do is get in it, and it's good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But fuck that shit. That shit was not it. when it was time to be it, that shit was not it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, man, I wish a bitch would did. I'm being so disrespectful. And it's hard for me to
Yeah.
be disrespectful to motherfucker. Like,
Right.
bitch, please. My girl just left me. Bitch, you crazy?
Instantly irritated, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm irritated with you. Like, don't even
Irritated.
like,
Yeah.
how the hell you gonna try to talk to me and Brandy gone?
Yeah.
And it
Right.
sounds so backwards to say,
Right.
bro.
Right.
But like, what?
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
man. I'm talking about, bro. I was sick, man. I'm talking about, man. Like I'm, and the whole narrative was just like, I'm a dog ass nigga, etc. But like, bro, lose your shorty like that. Like,
Right.
wake
Right.
up, she like, I'm moving out. She gone. I'm looking at them while I'm like, damn, the echo. I'm talking about like,
Right.
man, I went and bought a plant.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, bro, I was so fucked up. I went and bought a plant.
Yeah, I see TJ be watering his plants with the rainwater, so he in the plants.
Listen, hey, I'm talking about that was the only thing I had, bro.
Hey, B, listen, I keep them here at the house. I keep flowers I keep flowers at the house, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep, I ain't gonna lie. I'm finna send some tomorrow. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, the very last question that I got y'all. Go ahead, TJ. Yeah.
I want to play the song for Dunna. Dunna, this for you. This is an old school song, Dunna. I'm gonna send it to you.
Hey man, I be needing, man.
Hey, Dunna, the song is called "She's Gone." Hey.
Oh man!
Right now. I want you to listen to it, Dunna.
Oh, listen. Hey, listen, guys. This is the last question, and I'm gonna open it up for any questions y'all may have, man. What generational cycles are y'all trying to break, and what new ones are y'all trying to start? Like, what generational things that were passed down from your people, your dad, your mom, bad generational cycles that you guys were passed down that you're trying to break, and what ones are you trying to leave with your children, man? I'm gonna let T Will. I'm gonna let you go first. What are you trying to break, and what are you trying to pass down?
Man, I know passing down financial literacy, man. Something I didn't learn growing up. It's just kind of, hey, you get out there and wing it, get a job, and here you go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So no, my kids, we ain't gonna start there. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna figure this out.
Right.
What I'm trying to break is one of those, like you say, mother and father, hey, this is how this goes. You know, it's my way or the highway type of situation.
Right.
Open up, let those kids open the floor for those kids to have a say so. Not so much of a say so, but just hear them out, man. Hear their opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's a different time right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a different world we're living in than it was 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? All the norms and everything a little different now. You know,
right.
So
right.
Be willing to listen and hear them out. You know, let them express themselves, as long as it's respectful. You know,
right. Absolutely.
Let them express themselves, man. That's one of the things that, hey, back in the days, hey, you have no say so. You know, that's one of my biggest things. Like, I just got to sit here and take this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But no, my kids, I try to give them their freedom, man. Just speak your mind, but just be mindful of how you say everything. You know?
Right. TJ, what generational bad traits are you trying to break, and what are you trying to leave to your babies, man?
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. It's something that we didn't kind of touched on all night. You know what I'm saying? Parenthood. We all, B, you living it, T Will, you living it, and Dunna, you kind of living it, where in the house with your babies. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you something. I don't care how good of a father you are, a mother that you are, and split houses, bro. We miss it. We miss something.
Come on,
you know what I mean?
Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
The crazy, it's like I think I do a great job of trying to be involved in my kids' lives and things of that nature. But when they come in and they got certain friends over here and certain friends over there, you'd have missed 2 or 3 days of their daily, You know what I'm saying? You missing out on shit. You know what I mean? So my thing is this, bro. One thing I try to tell my sons is that before you have kids, with someone, you know, and everybody don't stay together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
but if there's any way possible, if you get to know a person before y'all lay down and create children or whatever, man, I think it's so important for both mother and father to be in a household and raise
Yes,
kids to be
sir.
productive.
Amen. Amen. Yeah.
Now, a lot of times, you can have a two-parent household and the kids still go astray. But I
Yeah.
feel like I give your child a better opportunity if you're both in the household together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
To raise your, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
That's that would be my thing to my sons, to my daughters, is to try to be with that person that you're having children with,
Mhm.
and that way you can really create a family legacy and structure and things of that nature.
Right. Right. Dunna, what generational cycles are you trying to break that was given to you, and what are you trying to pass down to Brian?
Mine is literally exactly what T. Will said. For sure, financial literacy, but giving them that, and it kind of go off what Unc said earlier, also as far as the thinking piece.
Mm-hmm.
I think that them not, it's just not my way or the highway. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Giving them
Mm-hmm.
that option to think for themselves, et cetera, et cetera. So pretty much everything T. Will said.
Yeah. 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 Fellas, this is the time where you guys can ask any questions. Maybe a question you guys wanted to ask one of your counterparts. Man, I want to open the floor for you guys to pour it out. Don't ask me. This is the time where you guys may have some things y'all want to rap about. This is the time to do that.
Man, I'm gonna tell
Anybody
you
got
something.
anything?
Hey man, hey, B Love, I think tonight you done kind of took us on an emotional journey and everything.
Hey man, yeah. Hey, don't add me back, man. Hey, I'm done.
Listen,
Count me out.
Listen. No, I feel like, bro, I really feel like what you're doing with your podcast, man, is stepping up, man, headed definitely in the right direction, giving people real, it's funny. Charleston White was at my club Saturday night, and I had the opportunity to talk to him, and he was telling me about the metal world and the content, and I really didn't understand content a lot until Dunna started my club, and because I'm not big on social media, bro, but I just want to wish you some success with what you're doing, man, and whatever, bro. Keep this as a space where people can really come and get away from what everybody else is trying to do.
Yeah.
Where it's pushing negativity, and we all know what negativity looks like. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's I think there's a space for that, but I think, bro, you're an intelligent brother. I think you got a hell of a story. I think your journey is not complete. I feel like you keep on this, and you push this to a level where it feels like they can come and get something good.
Right.
Because we tired of. I know I am. I'm tired of the fatigue of foolishness. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of
Bro.
So, bro, I'm gonna sign out, but I just want to say, bro, hey, T. Will, he know how much I love him. Don't know the same thing. B, always been mad love and respect since Margarita Sundays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, fellas, like I said, man, I want to wish all y'all blessings. prosperity, man, and keep God first, man. And I'm gonna pray for y'all, brothers, man.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get off this thing.
Bless.
Hold on before you leave, Tracy. Before you sign off, I want to do the closing remarks, and then I'll let you guys go. Man, tonight's conversation was something special. Sitting here with 3 Black men who opened up about faith, fatherhood, healing, entrepreneurship, and relationships. That's rare. I want to thank each of you for being transparent, for being honest, and for showing up in a way that most people don't get to see from us, Black men. The truth is Black men don't always get a safe space to be real, to talk about the pressure, the pain, the purpose, and the process. But tonight we created that space. We remind the world and maybe even ourselves that strength isn't just about what we carry. It is also about what we are willing to share. So, man, again, thank y'all, fellas. Thank you. I know we had some deep conversation, man, but I appreciate you guys taking this hour and a half, man. You guys could have been anywhere else. And so, man, I'm appreciative to you guys. I'm grateful that y'all respected the platform enough to come and have this conversation with me, man. And much success to you, fellas, bro.
Blessings.
Y'all go ahead and have a good night.
All right.
Bet.
All right. As I sign off, just don't forget that on tomorrow, we got straight talk, no chaser. It's a conversation. It's a story time with B-Level. 12 noon on tomorrow, Friday. 12 noon on tomorrow, Friday. Don't forget straight talk, no chaser every Friday at 12 o'clock. And then do not forget about Sunday, the UTB podcast. I have some dope co-hosts. We've got Andrea Hicks, we've got Tristan Hobbs, we've got Anthony P, and we've got Candy Webb, as well as our news girl, Jayla Jefferson, with Jayla with a T. It happens every Sunday at 7 p.m. Please don't forget to hit your notification button so that when we have great content that you will be reminded. And then Wednesday, we've got Princess Gupton, Little Rock Day Spa. I'm having conversation with her on the level with B-Level. Don't forget this coming Wednesday, Princess Gupton will be on the platform. We're trying to do great things, man. I am really, I think that this conversation tonight was dope. I am looking for 3 women to do this Queen's Talk. 3 women. If you are not afraid to have great conversation that is concerning women, do not inbox me if you're interested in being part of Queen's Talk. Tonight we did King's Talk. But if you're interested in doing Queen's Talk, please inbox me or please send an email to utbpodcastlr@gmail.com. Again, utbpodcastlr@gmail.com. My fellas are gone. But thank you guys for supporting UTB and all our efforts and all of our projects, all of our segment. It is greatly, when I say it is not taken for granted, it is not taken for granted. Thank you. And until tomorrow, 12 noon, see you later. Same bat time, same bat channel. Good night, y'all.
Had another rough conversation with the voices